friends, my name is Marines, and today I'm just going to talk to you about where I've been, what I've been doing, and what you can expect from me and this channel in the months to come. So this is not really coming from a place where I'm thinking that you guys are out there like, where did she go? What could she be doing? It's just that I've fallen out of the habit of making videos, and I thought that the easiest way to kind of get back into the routine and everything would just be to stand here and talk. I don't know if this happens to you guys out there, but once I fall out of the routine of recording and editing videos, it becomes harder and harder for me to start up again. It's been 3 or 4 weeks since my last video, and it just started to become this thing where it was a burden, probably a bigger burden in my mind than it actually is to just stand here and talk, but I had let it go on for so long that I just needed to do the thing. I've mentioned it in every other video since the beginning of this year, but this semester I took 6 classes, and usually when I say that, people are like, wow, how do you do it? But I don't really say it for that reason. Usually when I'm like, I'm taking 6 classes, it's like a, oh my gosh, how am I doing this kind of thing? I'm planning a whole other video about my educational journey. I don't want to do that yet until that journey is done, and also because it's going to take a little bit of courage to talk about this and talk about everything that I've been through. But the gist of it is that I went back to school last year, and I knew that if I wanted to finally put my mind to this and get it done, I had to do it rather quickly. So I took 5 classes and then 5 classes and now 6 classes, and 6 classes is more than a full-time semester, but I'm also a full-time employee, so I did it. I had it handled. It worked out okay, but this past semester was difficult. I get past me's decision making. I'm glad now that it's over that I have all of that done. During the semester, I was questioning myself a lot. The point of all that is that these last couple of weeks have been the end of the semester, so I had final projects, final papers to write, finals to take, and it was just a little bit overwhelming, and unfortunately recording videos is kind of what dropped off, and a number of things dropped off, including recording videos. It was especially exhausting these last couple of weeks because my tendency is toward procrastination, and it was an active struggle for me to be telling my brain, no, Marines, you can't leave all of the final papers for the last day. So that's what I've been doing, is trying to survive. And also I traveled recently. I have travel in April, May, June, July, August, September, and October. So April was the first month that I started this crazy travel schedule that I have, and that first trip was to California, mostly to see my best friend. I got back this past week on Tuesday, so this week that just passed has really been recovering. The time change, I'm getting so old. I used to be able to do all of this stuff. I used to be able to pull all-nighters for things like papers and stuff, and now it just hits a certain time and I can't even concentrate. My eyes are crossing. That's another story. So this whole week I've been kind of recovering from travel, but also it's the first week where I had one final thing to do for all of my classes, but that was it. So I was just enjoying lazying around and not feeling guilty about it, not doing anything and thinking, well, I should be using this time for something else. I just did nothing. I told myself to enjoy it because the next week I will try to get back into my normal routine of things, including making content for this channel again, doing the Snark Squad stuff again, just, being a person and not a vegetable. As I realized that I was ready to start recording again and doing normal things again, I also got overwhelmed because I had 13 videos that were either scripted or semi-scripted or some kind of idea put together for a video, 13 of those, but a lot of them were things that I was excited to talk about weeks ago, like a month ago. I was excited with this idea and I had this thing that I put together, but looking at that backlog just kind of got overwhelming for me because it felt like a backlog. Like I had to kind of get through this stuff before I could, make new things or have new ideas. I realized that this backlog of things, of really great ideas that I had, was putting some undue pressure on me for something that I do for fun and completely for free. So I filed away all of those videos video ideas, all of those scripts or semi-scripts or whatever they were, and I just decided to start fresh. I will be taking one class during the summer. It's a super easy class and it doesn't start for another 2 weeks. Around that same time, I will actually be traveling to Chicago for Book Expo America, BEA. I would love to know if any of you guys are going. I know I've already been in contact with a few of you who are going, but if there's anybody that we haven't talked about, you being there and me being there, let's chat down in the comments because I would love to meet everyone. I know that there is going to be a BookNet kind of gathering on Wednesday night by the Bean, and I will leave the flyer in the description, so if you are going to be there, you can look at the information, plan on going. Like I said, these things are always really fun, and I would love to meet everybody if you would love to meet me. I love Chicago. I was there in about 2012 for the first time. I've never been back and I've always wanted to go back. So I'm excited it's in Chicago. I'm excited for BEA. I'm excited that I get to see my group of friends that I met for the first time at Y'all Fest last year. It's going to be a really good time. I'm looking forward to this a lot. As far as content on this channel, I'll be picking up by wrapping up my Read Your E-Reader readathon, which I didn't do too bad on. I had a pretty decent reading month considering that February and March were. In addition to that, I've got some discussion videos that I hope to make soon. One about race and ethnicity on BookTube, another about unreliable narrators, a third about reviews and how we talk about reviews within this community and the value of reviews and how I review specifically. I've done a video about how I rate, but I would like to maybe offer some insight to how I review my books. Hopefully some of that sounds interesting to you guys, and hopefully I will follow through on those ideas and get that out sooner rather than later. In May, my buddy reading group, Read with Marines, is going to be reading The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. I've been picking one book a month to reread, and then I just invite people to join me, whether it's a reread for you or not. It's a very relaxed buddy reading group. We have the entire month to read it, and then you can just come and go into the forum as you have thoughts. So I hope that if you have ever planned to reread The Golden Compass or have been meaning to read it for a while, that you'll join me in May to read this. I think that covers it. Hopefully that wasn't the most boring video I ever made, but honestly, I just wanted to stand here and kind of get into this habit again of doing this. Come and chat with me down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys soon. I'll be back with a proper video soon, I hope. If you do see another video soon, that means that this didn't go so badly.